What we have here is I'm with my mother.
Hello.
And we got chicken from Chicken Express in Flint, Michigan, off of Beecher Road. So this is our first time getting it.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we got homemade salad. She got a different kind of salad. I got different. We made our homemade salad with ranch. I'm eating it with ranch dressing.
Me too.
So the reason why I brought you guys here today, I'm gonna have a talk with my mom, whatever. But I wanted to go over the experience of my husband catching C-19. I don't know if we supposed to say the whole word, but the pandemic that's going on. My husband got it while he was incarcerated in prison in Jackson, Michigan. And I'm just going to go over how it happened and how we made it through. And he's negative now, but he went through a process. And then I'm going to do a video with him on the call talking about his experience from his point of view. So let's dig in first.
I shouldn't have put all this ranch in here.
Yeah, I don't like a lot of ranch in mine.
And we can call this a slash mukbang.
So I think I found, like, he called me worried that he didn't have it, but they was it was somebody that was close to him in his class that had it, and so they tested everybody. He's like, I don't want to go down there. I ain't sick. I ain't feeling sick. So they took him anyway, and he was heated. When I say heated, because he didn't feel bad, but they tested everybody in his unit because it was somebody that caught it. And then when he went down there, he tested positive, even though he didn't have no symptoms. And he feel like they gave it to him because they put him with the other sick people. But you don't know.
You don't
know. So he texted me and was like, I got it. I'm being quarantined. So when you in quarantine, you can't talk to him. He can't write. He on the bunk for a long time. I don't know the experience, but I know he was in his cell because he couldn't come out. They was it's okay. They was on lockdown basically. So I was so scared. I was like, oh my gosh, because you see all these people dying, and I'm like,
yeah,
am I not gonna see them? Like, it was scary. It was scary. And then hearing them, my husband always tried to be strong. Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
He knew he was sick. I could tell in his voice that he was sick, but he's like, I got it. So I called the prison, and they moved him to a different location. And I called that It was hard getting in touch with people. You have to say the right thing, and every guard is not going to tell you what's really going on.
You gotta hope you get that right guard.
Yeah, you got to get that right guard or that right worker to talk to you, because they still mean. Like, they don't care. They be like, you got to call back, or I can't, HIPAA law. I was like, I'm his wife. Like, HIPAA law. Like, I know about HIPAA. I'm a cosmetologist. That's what we go by. Like, and then you got that one that explained everything, and I'm like, okay. At first, I was furious. Like, I was like, y'all being rude at a time like this. I can't see him. I can't touch him. I haven't even seen him in so many years, and I'm not about to be able to see him because I don't know how he doing. So he went through that, and he said it was the hardest time. They gave him only Tylenol, from what he told me. They gave him only Tylenol, and they had to go through the process, like just with Tylenol. If they need Tylenol, they ask for Tylenol for pain. That's about it. And it's different than out here. Like,
Tylenol is for that fever, because he had a fever.
mm-hmm.
But Tylenol, if it's the good Tylenol, not generic, it really will help him though.
Oh, it do help you. Tylenol do help you.
Mm-hmm.
So long story short, he went through, I think, a month of this, because once they don't have symptoms for, I think, 3 or 4 days or a week, they go to another facility. And then it's called the recovery, I do believe. Don't quote me on quote, but this is what happened. He went to another facility, which was a recovery. He had to stay there for some weeks, and he had to test negative.
Mm-hmm.
So it was about 2 or 3 weeks, and he had to go through, and he was feeling better. I think he was at the first facility sick for about 3 weeks. It hit him hard. He said the fever was no joke. It won't let up. He said chills, aches. He said it almost took him out. Shortness of breath. Like, it hit home. Like, I went all through my prayer groups. Like, hey, I need y'all to pray right now. I prayed, I fasted, I got up. Like, it was God. Like I said, you be over my husband. I had all my prayer warriors praying.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you, he is better. Like, God is good. He is good.
Yes, he is.
And it wasn't that long. So he went to the next facility for like 2 or 3 weeks. And then he went to he was in recovery for 2 or 3 weeks, and then he tested negative. So he is back at his original prison. And he is ready. He was like, I sat down for too long. He lost weight.
He sound good. I heard him for the first time today.
So this is the kicker. He got better. And I had to do the welcome at my church online. So I had to record a welcome video. And I was thanking God and all my church family for praying with us. And I'm telling you, 2 days later after it aired, I caught the virus. Oh my gosh, y'all.
What happened? We went to
But that's not why I caught the virus.
Yeah, what happened?
It's not why I caught the virus.
But
We went out and we
on a
went
cold
to the
day,
stores.
I felt like it was winter. And we went to Sam's. It's like,
Soon as we did that,
yes.
soon as we went out to the
The
stores to
next
get
day.
food, the next day, it was real. I didn't even know it was that. I'm thinking like, oh, I just caught a sinus. You know, the weather was just nice, and then it dropped. And he was like, my husband's like, April. My mom didn't think so. She just thought it was a common cold.
Yeah, because we was just out in the cold and she had on a sweater.
And I was like, oh, shoot. I should have wore a coat. Then he was like, April, my husband, he called every day. And I thank God he went through it because he helped me through it. He was like, April, I don't know, girl. That sound like, it sound like the symptoms. And he was so worried. So, y'all, when I tell you what I take,
When they hit home,
pain pills,
everything.
Dayquil, Tylenol, NyQuil, sore throat medicine,
Everything.
that fever didn't break. 4 days of constant fever. I couldn't even eat. I was like in the bed. It takes you down. Like, the only thing really helped is a popsicle. Like, we had just bought these popsicles. I told my mom, I said, I'm so sorry. I don't mean to eat them like that, but it's the only thing helping me. I couldn't eat. I couldn't do anything.
I told her the cold helped her eat that fever because it was that, ice. And you know it was popsicle, but they real cold. And it helped her throat and help try to bring down that fever.
Man, it was bad, y'all. It was horrible. And I say I went through it. I was like, I had to go to the hospital because I had to stop listening to her. Because she was like, you just got a fever. I said, no, something wrong. Yeah, I was out for the count. Like a week. And then I went, and they called me 2 days later. It was like, you need to be in quarantine.
And
So I quarantined myself. And then I was like, you know what? I'm about to. It was scary, y'all. It was scary. It was scary. Like, I quarantined myself, and it was like a constant, like the mucus. I know we eating, but the mucus is what gets you. Like, it was like from my head all the way to my chest. I can feel it. It felt like it was just draining like a fountain, like that. And what helped me was my church sister Pam called me. She's like, drink lemon water and sip it every day. Drink lemon water, sip it breaks up the mucus. My husband told me to do breath exercise. If I can, get up and do like jumping jacks, do any like to get my heart rate just to going a little bit. He said, don't lay there. And then she told me to sip that. I sipped that. I ate popsicles. I took Tylenol sinus. And then, because you can't be in the hospital. Most people don't see that the people are going through. You can't tell because I couldn't tell when it hit me. But I know what the masks are for. Wear your mask. Like, because it's the spit that come out. Like, you don't even know you spitting, you know? But wear your mask. Like, it's important. Like, don't take that for granted. It protects you. Like, I'm faithfully, when I go out this house, I'm wearing my mask. Seriously. And what else I can say about it? Like, they didn't give